This is the Dave May Show, where we watch how rapidly my life will decline or get better. So let's find out right away. I'm gonna stand up here. I'm gonna go in here, weigh myself. Alright, I'm gonna flip the camera around and step on the scales. There's the scales. If it'll ever beep. You gonna beep? You're not gonna beep. $467.6. So we'll call it 468. And it's probably all water weight. Last time I spoke with you guys, it was 473. Who are we kidding? Nobody's watching this shit. Last time I made a video, it was 473. Let's put it that way. So 468, that's 5 pounds in 5 days. Probably all water weight. I'll probably put it all back on tomorrow. In the last 5 days, I walked, fuck it. I walked 3 times. I was going to say I rode the exercise bike so I don't get in trouble with my doctors. Nobody's ever going to watch this shit. So, what I do is I push, there's a YouTuber that Joe Rogan likes called the Knees Over Toes guy. And he recommends pushing and pulling a sled around. It's very good for your ankles and your knees. And I'm massive, right? Almost 500 pounds. It's crazy. It's crazy. And so in the past 5 days, I did 3 30-minute exercise sessions where I pushed and pulled the sled around. And then just now, I did 15 minutes. And I'm sober. I was sober for a year, and then my brother died on February 5th this year, and I got high. And I've been sober since February 7th. So I've been sober for a little while. Let's talk about transgenders, shall we? I was concerned about this transgender business. And so I spent about 2 to 4 hours a day in the past 4 months researching it because I didn't understand it. But transgenderism apparently stems from gender dysphoria. And if you look up the word dysphoria on the internet, the dictionary definition is a state of unease or generalized dissatisfaction with life. Now, let's look up specifically gender dysphoria. Gender dysphoria, a concept designated in the DSM-5 as clinically significant distress or impairment related to a strong desire to be of another gender. So basically a general dissatisfaction with life. Well, that's everybody, right? That's everybody. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, David, you're a fat pile of hot garbage that's unemployed with medical problems. Who the fuck are you to talk about this shit? And I would say to you, well, I've been fat all my life. I've been an addict. And I have tits. And I've had them all my life. So why don't you sit down and The general problem that society faces today is that we live in a world we didn't create, and I struggle with this every day, and it's a problem. It's a big problem. I was raised in a cult and went through a lot of abuse, and I'm qualified to talk about this. Uniquely qualified. I'm sorry, I should have started the show differently. I should have said, "Hi, I'm David Nate. Go fuck yourself!" Immediately. In your face. That's how I feel. And I want to get rid of everyone that would ever watch this. Don't watch it. Today is April 15th, 2022. Elon Musk announced a couple days ago his bid to the board of directors after he bought 9 or 10% of Twitter, that he is willing to buy all of Twitter for $43 billion. And I've seen different people they have on different news networks, Fox and CNN, that say that someone else would be better. Someone else should buy it. These people, I just can't with these people. I wanted to mention that the transgender. Let's go back to that. They're the top of the pyramid when it comes to the victim hierarchy, and of the LGBTQI2+ community, and I think that they should STFU CSFCL immediately. Let's see what else. AOC, she wanted to take credit for the union workers of Amazon coming to an agreement with Amazon, and she wanted to take credit for work she didn't do. And Crystal of Crystal and Sauger Breaking Points pointed that out on Twitter, and AOC didn't like it. Aren't we done with this bitch, AOC? You know, when she first ran, she was a superstar. And it didn't take long. She started colluding with Muzzies. Now, I'm an authority on this. The Muslim religion, the Quran, which, by the way, you haven't read it, so shut the fuck up! The Quran's first page, or maybe the second page, Muhammad, the prophet, instructs his followers, his disciples, to go out into all the world and kill the infidel. Now, the infidel is a non-believer. Well, I'm not a non-believer. I'm a believer. And my God has a bigger dick than your God. And you remember when Jesus told his disciples to go into all the world and to preach the good news, that there's hope of redemption and salvation and forgiveness. Those two religions are polar opposite of each other. It's quite clear. So, we're done with AOC. And I speak for everyone.